Hey everyone, what y'all saying? I wanted to briefly touch on this topic. Um, I don't know if anybody heard, or well, anyone outside of the Bahamas heard or knew about it, but we had like a island-wide blackout. At least just my island, Nassau. That's the capital. Yeah, just saying. But we had like an island-wide blackout last Thursday night, Friday morning, and it was annoying, and it was hot, and it was miserable, and it was uncomfortable. So, okay, here's from my perspective. I got home about 9:30. No, I got home about 9, and about 9:30 the electricity went off. I was like, okay. Normally it's off for about 2 hours, so I'm like, okay, by 11 the shit will come on. So I went in my room and pretty much melted. And I was trying to see if I could steal any Wi-Fi, but then I noticed that there were no Wi-Fi's available at all. I think only Kentucky and KFC, and which is like around the corner. And so I don't even know if they have a generator or not. So that's probably why theirs was open. But who is that? Sorry. Um, but I noticed that because anytime my neighborhood electricity is off, my neighbors behind me, their electricity is always on. I don't know if because we're on two different circuits or grids or whatever. But then I was like, hold on, this ain't right. So I came out of my room, I went onto our patio, and everything was pitch black. I'm like, oh shit, okay, this must be island wide for real. Because, like, that never happens. The only time that ever happened was during a hurricane. And we haven't had a hurricane in like 8, 9 years, I'm assuming. I think. More or less, whatever. And, so it was like around 10:30. 11:30 comes, everything's still pitch black. We tried to call my sisters, but their phones were hooked up to electricity. I think they just have cordless in their house anyway. And so we couldn't get through to them. Okay, so like around 12, the shit still didn't come back on. And it was like, are you freaking kidding me? It's like hot as hell and the dead of summer, and you're turning off everybody's light. Like, what the hell is going on? And it's not just like neighborhoods, it's like the whole island, and it was pitch black. And it was ridiculous. Like, around 2 o'clock or so, I know a lot of people were out on the roads. Like, people were out on the beach just trying to be comfortable. I know some people went to the laundromat because they have generators. And I don't know why we didn't think of that, because that would have been friggin' awesome. Sit in air conditioning while this shit plays out. But I'm telling you, it was just ridiculous. And a lot of people were just all over that. Some people slept in their cars with the air conditioning. Like, it was unbearable and uncomfortable. And I didn't. Okay, I'll tell you. Our power came on about a little after 7:30, and I went to sleep about 5, and I wasn't comfortable. Like, every time I felt myself going into a deep sleep, I woke the hell up, and like my pillowcase stuck to my face. It was awful. But anyway, the next day, all the reports were coming out. Everybody was complaining and all that stuff like that. And allegedly, 2 of the main grids or power plant, whatever, shut down. Like the one that serves the eastern and central part of the island, and the one out Clifton Pier, which serves out west. The 2 of those were shut down. Well, they shut down, and no one understood why, and blah 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 blah. Long story short, I think the whole island was out of power for about 9 hours. Um, it was just uncomfortable, and it was not cool. It was hell. Like really, it was hell. And at night, the Bahamas gets to like about 80 something degrees, and you add humidity with that, and then you add no power, which means no fan or air conditioning. So it's like, dog, are you like? It's really too hot for this shit. Anyway, moving on. I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, but I'll put all my social media stuff below. The next night I was going out, and the minute I got up to like go in my suitcase and rifle through all my clothes, the shit went off again. And I'm sitting here like, are you serious? Like this is Friday night, 9:30, and my power went off again. And I'm like, that just pissed me off. And like, anyway, luckily I had on the heater from an hour before, so like when I attempted to go and take a shower, the water was somewhat hot, but I had low pressure. Um, that was not fun at all. But I know some people power came on that Friday morning. Like I said, ours came on at 7:30. Some people on came on like a little before that, and it went off again from like 12 until about 6. And I'm like, y'all can't get this shit together. Like, it wasn't cool. I understand that the power plants they shut down or whatever, or went down. I don't know. That's what people were saying. Some conspiracy theorists were saying that they did that just to punish us. But I'm like, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that was just sitting on me, and that was annoying. Yeah. I know it's another thing that bothered me. Thursday, which was July 10th, was the Bahamas Independence Day. And we normally just have the celebrations and all the stuff like that, have fun and do that. And like, two major things happened. Like, two shootings happened at one of our Junkanoo. Yeah, at the Junkanoo event. And my thing is, everybody's complaining about there's nothing to do, right? And then when there is something to do, everybody come together, and no one knows how to conduct their self with sense. You have to, like, some people just go out and act like an ass for no reason. Like, everybody come out to have a good time. They out there with the little kids and stuff like that. And but they had to go pop off and start shooting. Like, two people got shot. I know one of them died. I'm not sure about the other one. I think he's still in the hospital, but my condolences to the families. And another thing that bothered me about that is that people were taking pictures of the guy and posting it on Facebook. And I'm like, who the hell does that? Like, like, is this the day and age that we live in now? Instead of calling that like 911 or police or something, you taking pictures and sending it around to everybody. But that ain't cool. That's not cool at all. And I didn't find out about that until the next day. That people were like, it was all over Facebook, and like, really, that who does that? Like, think, man. I mean, I know we're in a social media world now, and everything happens at an instant. But if that was one of my family members, that's not the last image I would want to see of them. And like, once something is on the internet, it doesn't go away. So, anyway, that was just two things that was sitting on me. I had to get that off, you know. Yeah, I had to get that off. But I think that's my rant. Happy Independence, Bahamas. It wasn't. My independence was low key. I chilled by my sisters, went with played with my nieces in the pool. That was fun. And drank a little bit and ate. I know it was very low key this year. This is my first independence back in like, I've been gone for about 8.5 years. And this is my first independence back. So it was kind of nice to spend it with family this year. I'm like doing a lot more this year since I'm still in Nassau. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It was cool to see the new Governor General sworn in, and there's a female, um, Lady Pinling. What else? I know I didn't get another daiquiri. That would have been lovely. But and for those who pronounce it daiquiri, it's daiquiri. I don't know where y'all get daiquiri from, but whatever. I know what else to talk about, you know. And it's funny, I could talk about loads of shit for hours and hours socially, but now that it is actually something with sense, I mean, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, y'all, have a good weekend. Hope y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Um, share the shit too. Yeah. Alright, y'all have a great weekend.